Hello viewers, I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal, stand before you with a very important topic of paper number 12 of 5th semester, that is Ziauddin Barani's idea about ideal polity. In plus 3 5th semester, in the core paper number 12, and the name of the paper is Indian Political Thought, Ancient and Medieval. In that paper number core paper number 12, there is a topic which is Ziauddin Barani's view on ideal polity. It means, what was the view of Ziauddin Barani about the formation of ideal state? What was his view about how an ideal state will be formed or will be established? But before I start, what was the view of Ziauddin Barani on ideal polity? I want to inform my viewers that in my channel, most of the videos relating to courses of studies of plus 2 first year to second year political science and plus 3 first semester to 5th semester political honors and environmental studies, most of the topics are in my channel in video form, both in Odia video and English video. Any topic you want, just write my name Dilip Kumar Pal and the name of the topic on YouTube. You'll get both the Odia video and English video of the same topic. I request my viewers that if you have not subscribed my channel, subscribe so that benefits will be yours. And those of your friends who are in above classes, aware them about this channel. So at least some students will gain something. And be sure that a little bit help which you will give to your friends, definitely that help will not go in vain. It may come to you sometime. Let us start. What was the idea of Ziauddin Barani about ideal polity? What was his view about how an ideal polity or ideal state will be formed? Let us start. Ziauddin Barani, who was born in the year 1285 AD and died in the year 1357 AD, was a Muslim historian of Delhi Sultanate. And Delhi Sultanate continued for 320 years, starting from 1206 AD to 1526 AD. And the first ruler of Delhi Sultanate was Qutbuddin Aibak, and the last ruler was Ibrahim Lodi. So, Ziauddin Barani, who was born in the year 1285 AD and died in the year 1357 AD, was a Muslim historian of Delhi Sultanate period, which continued from 1206 AD to 1526 AD, covering 320 years, and whose first ruler was Qutbuddin Aibak and last ruler was Ibrahim Lodi. So, Ziauddin Barani belonged to the period of Delhi Sultanate, which continued for 320 years. And Ziauddin Barani was very prominent during the rule of Muhammad bin Tughlaq and Firuz Shahi. Ziauddin Barani was a prominent person during the rule of Muhammad bin Tughlaq and Firoz Shahi. And Barani, in his book Fatwa-e-Jahandari, prescribes various nasihat advices to kings or ruler by which he will be a noble king and the state will be a noble ideal state, and following are advices. And Ziauddin Barani had written a book, Fatwa-e-Jahandari. In that book, he has mentioned how a ruler will become an ideal ruler. If the ruler will become ideal ruler, definitely the state will become ideal. So in that book, Ziauddin Barani has given some nasihat or advices to ruler to become an ideal one. So what were the advices? Number one, stress to ancestor and cultivated virtue of king. Stress to ancestor and cultivated nature of king. It means Barani points out that the king must be from a noble family who will have definitely a good culture, and automatically people will have respect for him. Besides this, he must have good education and political knowledge, which is his cultivated virtue. So first advice Barani has given to rulers, that ruler must be from a noble family. If the ruler will be from a noble family, definitely he will have good culture. Number two, he must have some cultivated virtue. Besides he belongs to a noble family, in addition to that, he must have some cultivated virtue. It means he must have good education and political knowledge. So the first advice of Barani for ideal ruler is that the ruler must be from a good family and he must have cultivated virtue. He has given priority to the ancestor and to the cultivated virtue of the king. Number two, manliness of a king. A king must have some good qualities like good physical fitness, good appearance, and art of directing, motivating, and coordinating individual. The second important advice he has given is that king must have manliness. Manliness of the king includes he must have good appearance, good physical fitness. He must have the art of directing, coordinating, and motivating people. He must have good control over people. He must have good physical appearance. He must have good physical fitness. It includes, all the includes in his manliness. Number three, stress to eloquence of a king. Stress to eloquence of a king. He has given stress to eloquence of a king. It means the king must have power to impress people, ulema, wazirs, and bureaucrats, and ability to give good speech. Third advice is that Barani has given stress to the eloquence of a king. Eloquence of a king means king must have those personality by which he can attract ulemas, means scholars of Islam, wazirs, ministers, bureaucrats, and he must have the ability to give good speech. So the king must have the ability to give good speech. He must have that personality by which he can attract ulema, wazirs, bureaucrats. Number four, sharp intellect of a king. It means king must have sharp intellect by which he can judge inner quality of people. The fourth advice he has given to ruler, that the ruler must have sharp intellect. It means the ruler must have the ability to judge people beforehand. He can judge their inner quality. Fifth one, fighter for religion. It means the king must fight for the protection of Islam, religion. He must practice principles of Islam and must be guided by Sharia rules in his practical life, and he must try to suppress non-Muslims. So, fighter for religion means the king must fight for Islam, he must be guided by Sharia rules of Islam, and he must suppress non-Muslims. It means the king must fight always for the Islam religion. 6. Munitions of king. Munitions means kindness. It means he must be generous. The king must be generous. He must have kindness towards birds, animals and subjects. He should honor good people and should not accept anything from people. By this, he will not get prestige. So, munitions of king means the king must be kind. He must be kind towards animal. He must be kind towards birds. He must be kind towards subjects. And he should honor good people. He should honor good people. He should give prestige to good people. And should not accept anything in return. While honoring people, he should not accept anything from them. If he will accept anything from them, he will lose his prestige. Then, 7th one is that, another advice is that representation of justice. The king must represent the justice. It means, Barani points out that justice is the scale by which good and bad things of people are judged. He said, justice is a medium by which good and bad things are judged. It is the responsibility of the king to give people justice. It is the responsibility of the king to give people justice. The king represents justice. The king should represent the justice. In one hand, he gives punishment to cruels, thieves, revolters. On the other hand, he gives justice to children, helpless and women. So, another advice he is given is that king should represent the justice. King should give justice. He should give punishment to cruels, revolters, thieves. On the other hand, he should give justice to children, helpless and women. So it must be the nature of the king that he must be able to distinguish between justice and injustice, good and bad. It is very important for a king. Then, organization of army. It means a noble king must organize the army. Barani believes in the principle of kingship is army and army is kingship. It means he has given priority to army. Otherwise, if the army will be weak, the king cannot be noble. An ideal state cannot be formed. So he has given priority to army. King must have good army. He feels necessity of a strong army in the state. It is the responsibility of king to make strong army. And he must have good relationship with army. The king must have good relationship with the army. Even he must be prepared to hand over his arms, personal arms and horses to army if army wants. So king must have good relationship with army. If the army wants, the king must be prepared to give his arms, personal arms and horses to army. And Barani mentions 5 principles, essential principles related to army. He has given 5 essential principles relating to army, to which the king must be aware. Number 1, the king must be informed annually about new recruitment in the army. The king must be informed annually about the new recruitment in the army. Number 2, king must take special care to family of the army. The king must take special care to the families of the army. Number 3, king must inquire twice about arms position of army. King must inquire twice about the armed position of the army. Fourth one, king must conduct tests for the soldiers to judge their efficiency. It is the duty of the king to test the efficiency of soldiers from time to time. Finally, king must see that army commanders must have good quality, like good nature, proper selection and peace. He must see that army commander must have good quality, like they must be pious, they must have good nature, and they must have proper selection. Ninth one, economic stability. So he has given another advice that king must try to maintain economic stability in the state. It is the responsibility of the king to maintain economic stability. So goods will be available cheaply and prices will be stable. By this, there will be peace in land. So a noble king must try to maintain economic stability. If there will be economic stability, there will be stability in the prices. Goods are available cheaply. If goods will be available cheaply, if there will be stability in the price, there will be peace in the land. 10th advice is given that appointment of noble bureaucrats. Barani points out that bureaucrats are the backbone of state. King must appoint bureaucrats from noble family, and they must be loyal to king and must be efficient. So another advice Barani has given for idle rulers is that the king must have ideal bureaucrats, and he should select bureaucrats from good family. They must be loyal to the king and they must be efficient to the king. 11th advice which is given for noble king is views about noble nazirs, means minister. What he told about ministers. He views that king without good nazirs, minister, it means a palace without foundation. So wazir must be talented and full of experience. Another advice is given for a noble king that a noble king must have good wazirs. Just as a building has pillar, wazirs are like pillar of administration. So king must have good wazirs, and they must be talented and they must have full of experience. Then the 12th advice is that duties of ruler for protecting justice. What is the duty of the ruler for protecting justice? Here he has given 20 advices, 20. So first advice is that ruler must have friendship with exploited and enmity with the exploiters. Ruler must have friendship with the exploited and enmity with the exploiters. Number 2, he must not be revengeful towards enemy. He must not be revengeful towards enemies. Number 3, he should not compromise with wrong. The ruler should not compromise with the wrong things at the time of giving justice. Innocent should not be punished. The ruler will see that innocent people should not be punished. 5th one, he must be serious at the time of delivering justice. The ruler must be serious. He must be mindful at the time of giving justice. 6, he should not care anything while giving justice. While giving justice, he should not care anything. Then 7, he should not care his life at the time of giving justice. He should not care his life at the time of giving justice. He will have to give justice at any cost. Then he should not be soft at the time of giving justice. At the time of giving justice, he should not be soft or liberal. He should not be soft for himself. Even he should not be soft for himself. Even if he will commit mistake, he will be punished. He will not be soft for himself. Then a strong army is necessary for giving justice. In order to give justice, a strong army is necessary. This is the 10th advice. Again, 10 or more. More 10 advices are left. 11th one, king and kind and friendly at the time of giving justice. The king must be friendly and kind at the time of giving justice. 12, free from any type of influence. While the king will give justice, he will not be influenced. 13, no animal and cruel behavior. At the time of giving justice, the king must not have cruel behavior or animal behavior. He should not be vindictive, revengeful. Then he should be serious while giving death sentence to Muslim. While he will give death sentence to Muslim, he must be careful. 15th, must be serious while making difference between truth and lie. Whenever he will try to make difference between truth and lie, he must be serious. Then try to solve problem of subjects. He should try to solve problems of his people, subjects. Then 17, subject must have faith on ruler's capability to give justice. Subject must have faith on ruler's ability to give justice. Then 18, give justice on correct facts. The king should give justice on correct facts and information. Then prepare always to fight for justice. The king must be prepared always. He must be ready always to fight for justice. Then finally, he should deal with criminals strictly at the time of giving justice. At the time of giving justice to criminal, he must be strict. So in this video, we have discussed what advices Barani has given for a ruler to become idle ruler. If the ruler will be idle, definitely the state will be idle. Okay viewers, I request you to watch this video attentively, enjoy it. Thank you. Have a good day.